In the 1990s, getting a university degree and landing an office job was widely seen as the ultimate path to stability and financial success. A corporate desk job symbolized prestige and security, while blue-collar jobs like plumbing and construction was viewed as physically demanding and less desirable. But with the rise of artificial intelligence and increasing automation of office-based tasks, that perception is changing fast. Today, every 5 out of 10 young people with a university degree are turning toward blue-collar careers.
I could have the ability to build things with my own hands and kind of put together the engineering side of my brain and the hands-on side of my brain. I thought it was just instantly something really cool to do.
It's not surprising, as AI is eating away office jobs, which was once thought as untouchable. Meanwhile, physical trades like plumbing, electrical work, or construction are becoming more valuable than ever. In fact, many skilled trades jobs now pay much better than entry-level corporate jobs.
Gen Z's pivot from college to blue-collar jobs. How Americans are losing faith in the college degree.
The CNBC documentary video shows that once glamorized six-figure tech salaries are now featuring young people ditching their desks to become electricians or mechanics, and often earning just as much. This sudden shift has sparked a serious question. Is a university degree still worth it in an AI-dominated economy? To understand this shift, we need to go back a few decades. In the 1960s, blue-collar workers powered America's manufacturing boom. Construction, agriculture, and factory work made up the bulk of the U.S. labor force. Fewer than 10% of those workers had a college degree, and in some sectors, barely half had finished high school. But from the 1980s onward, the economy shifted toward technology and services. University education became the golden ticket to success, and office jobs became the dream. Manual labor, on the other hand, was viewed as old-fashioned or less prestigious. By the early 2000s, globalization and outsourcing made white-collar work the ideal job. Everyone wanted to be in tech, finance, or business. Trades were neglected, considered dirty or outdated, but then came two turning points: the pandemic and AI. Remote work exploded, and soon after, generative AI began automating the very cognitive tasks that defined office work: writing, data analysis, customer service, and even software development. For decades, office workers believed they were safe because their jobs required thinking. But now, AI can handle those thinking tasks faster and cheaper. The result is a shrinking pool of office opportunities and stagnant wages. Meanwhile, jobs requiring physical presence and real-world skill, things AI simply can't replicate, is suddenly seeing a rise and are in a greater demand than ever. Reports show that up to half of all work activities today could be automated with current technology. In the US, about 30% of office work hours could disappear by 2030. Legal, administrative, and customer service roles are among the most affected. Goldman Sachs estimates that 25% of repetitive legal work has already been automated, cutting demand for paralegals by 15% between 2020 and 2025. During that same period, administrative salaries rose just 5%, and customer service wages increased a mere 4%. Compare that with skilled trades jobs. Electricians are expected to see 11% job growth between 2023 and 2033. Plumbers and pipe fitters around 6%. Those numbers beat the national average. And wages? Well, they're booming. A Forbes report found that blue-collar jobs are projected to add 1.7 million new positions through 2032. Construction workers saw their pay rise 18% since 2020, hitting as high as $75,000 a year. Plumbers in high-demand states like California can make up to $99,000, while electricians in New Jersey are averaging $98,000, a 21% jump. Welders and other vital trade jobs have also seen a 20% pay increase since 2020. This wage growth isn't random. It's driven by a shortage of skilled labor, an aging workforce, and a massive government investment in infrastructure and renewable energy. For example, wind turbine technicians, a newer high-tech trade, now earn around $87,000 a year, with a projected job growth of 60% by 2033. These are hands-on, future-proof roles that can't be outsourced or automated. McKinsey predicts that by 2030, 12 million American workers will need to switch occupations, and 80% of them will come from white-collar backgrounds. McKinsey also found that job postings for roles like software developers and business analysts have dropped 13% since 2020, while postings for skilled trades have surged 46% compared to pre-pandemic levels. Many workers, especially younger ones, are realizing that the traditional office path no longer guarantees stability or upward mobility. University degrees, which often cost between $100,000 and $200,000, can now lead to jobs threatened by automation or outsourcing. Meanwhile, apprenticeship programs for trades jobs cost less than $10,000 and offer hands-on experience, allowing people to earn while they learn and graduate with minimal or no debt. According to the American Association of Community Colleges, about 60% of young people today see blue-collar work as more respected than it was decades ago, and 70% say they value its stability. Indeed.com reports that around 40% of high school graduates are choosing vocational training over traditional universities, preferring faster entry into the workforce and reliable income. This trend isn't just financial, it's cultural. For years, society glorified startup founders and corporate executives while overlooking the people who actually build, fix, and maintain the world we live in. But with the collapse of job security in tech and finance, respect for skilled labor is making a comeback. On social media, you'll now find creators proudly showing off their trades, electricians, welders, and carpenters earning strong incomes, running small businesses, and enjoying flexible lifestyles. The pandemic made people question what they really want from work: freedom, income, and purpose. Blue-collar jobs, once ignored, now offer all three. They're stable, well-paid, and largely immune to AI disruption. For many, that's far more appealing than a corporate desk job with endless Zoom calls and uncertain future. Even private equity firms are noticing the shift. Many are buying family-run trade businesses, repair and maintenance companies, plumbing firms, and electrical contractors because they generate consistent cash flow and face limited competition. Some of these once humble tradesmen are now multimillionaires after selling their businesses. So, what we're seeing isn't just an economic shift, it's a cultural reset. The prestige gap between blue and white-collar work is closing. AI is rewriting the value of labor, making human hands and real-world skill the new premium. For generations, young people were told that success meant a degree and an office job. But in 2025 and beyond, that advice feels outdated. The world doesn't just need coders and consultants, it needs people who can build, repair, and maintain the systems AI depends on. As automation expands, the definition of good job is being rewritten. The workers who once wore suits are now putting on work boots, and to be honest, they might just be the smartest people in the room. Let me know your thought in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for our next interesting video coming soon. This is Rob, and you're watching Beyond Economy.